Everything is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Well, that's not mine. Never built a cake house. Zombie over here. Here's my sword, thank you. Ready for my cake house. My cake house now. So somebody has left me a gift, and oh, hello. First off, I should say hi. I'm NihonTiger. Welcome back to NeoCraft. Today, he's eager to run into my sword. He's really eager to do that. And there's a zombie with a hat on. Okay, so we have a mystery here. Once I kill this zombie, we have a mystery to solve. It involves cake. Okay, so congrats Nihon, 2 years of filming from Art. Oh, Art gave me. He is the one responsible for the cake house. Oh, this is nice. Cake is not a lie. Ha ha ha. I'll show myself out. Well, first off, thank you, Art, for the lovely cake house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I almost don't want to touch it. It's pretty. It's so pretty. Maybe when we get the village down there in the valley, we'll move the cake house down there. So we'll keep it here for now. But today, my goal was to go ahead and celebrate 2 years, go back to the origin. More mysteries. Okay, I was going to go ahead and do some work. Oh, Minsk is leaving. See Minsk. Oh, he already left. He leaves very quickly. But I was going to go back to working on the tower a little bit more. I wanted to put the stairs in right now, but it seems we have a mystery on our hands instead, and I'll have to go do that. And I'm going to check over here, make sure nobody has left me anything at my other locations. Somebody may have left me something over here. That's my sign. So let's see. If we come on up here to the sheep pens. I don't know if there's going to be a sign or what. Oh, 8's here. Cool. I need to get rid of this dirt at some point. I need to put the actual beams in here. I've never remembered to do that. Is that... Oh my. That's, okay, so it's growing back a little bit, but that's not actually good that all the sheep are basically just eating the entire... yeah, they ate the entire pen. That's crappy. So I'm also gonna need to figure out a way to go ahead and replace some of the dirt when I can make a bridge right now to do it, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get like a silk touch shovel so I can get a bunch of dirt so that I can replace the pens when the sheep are... You know, there might be another way to do this too. There might be an alternate way. I'm thinking about this right now. What if I put some grass where the sheep couldn't get to it, but where it would spread? I might do that. I'll do that later. That's a project I might tackle at a later date here. I'm not really using the sheep pen too... Oh, 8. But I'm not really using the sheep pen too much at the moment, so I can, at a later date and time, figure out how to do that. I think I know how to do it as well. Should be a way I can do that. Alright, so there's nothing over there. And pretty sure I can figure out how to keep the pen so that it works like that. I think the idea is going to be to put a bunch of, underneath the each of the kind of the walkways there. I'm going to put some grass underneath there, keep it lit so it stays grown, and then hopefully it'll just spread whenever it needs to spread on the edges there. Sign here. Same sign. Okay. Well, if someone wants me to go back to the origin, I think that means we have to make a trip back to the old server and back to the old fortress. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Well, it's been a while since we've been out here, hasn't it? There's the old fortress sign. And I've noticed that my armor and everything, my inventory's been cleared. I don't know if that was an update thing when they changed it. It just cleared everyone's inventory or what, but I don't have anything that I had on me before. So that's a bit of a problem, but I can always go get some more. So dogs. Oh, this is my portal. My unfinished portal room. Oh, I know who did this. He mentioned he might do this. He's built another statue. He built that one last year, and he's built this one this year. Is there a ladder that I can go up this time? He put a ladder on that one last year on the back. No, but he did say that there might be another statue waiting for me. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is wonderful. I don't think this is so much. Why is that? Why did that freeze over? When did this become a snow biome? When did this become a snow biome? When did it? Oh, it must be because the update is if the snow starts to fall in here now. That's weird. It didn't freeze before. That's why I built up here. There was a tiny little speck of dirt. Is anything down there? No. Must be the update. It must have changed. It must be high enough up where it's actually snowing. Well, that's interesting. If that's the case, did he add anything to the island from last time? I don't have my ender pearls on me. I wish I could put myself in survival mode. We can actually change what mode we're in, so I put myself in survival mode thinking, oh, I want you to be in creative mode for this. Yeah, I probably should have been in creative mode for this. Would have made it a lot easier to fly around. But for those of you wondering, this is the old GAF land, the original NeoCraft server. So we're on GAF land, which is survival only. And chest open, thank you. This is all my old stores. I think my ender chest has been emptied out too. Why is there steak in there? I want to put steak in the wood box. Mysteries all over the place. So ender pearls. Where's my food box? That's my food box. I must have been trying to put it in this box and completely overshot it. But let's eat some. Oh. I wish I could take this with me. I wish I could take the grass blocks with me. This side can't do that. Can't go across portals. It's two separate servers, two separate instances with two separate inventories and all that good jazz. Is this the same signs he left up from last year, or Got some 1 year. PS all around back. So yeah, that's a change. That's a change. This used to all be rain, and it used to rain all the time, and now apparently it snows on my mountain, which is going to complicate things. My spring's going to have to be changed, and I'm going to have to do so much stuff. That's my sign. I made that sign. There's... What is... He's made like 3 of these. I'm like climbing my own tower like Donkey Kong, and... What is this one? This block's not updating anymore, huh? I have my... Oh, no. Chest's empty. I might have emptied that one by hand, though. I wonder if the chest all got emptied out. No, because my inventory is still there. What is this one? Oh, am I upside down? Oh. Good gravy, come on. So, you know, I know it's you who did this. Oh, I know you're the one responsible. You kind of pretty much admitted it. Oh. So I'm like hanging on. You monster. Why would you do this to me? Why would you make all of these statues? Dang it. Now I gotta clean them all up. Now these ones I do have to clean up because these ones are definitely messing with the aesthetic that I was going for. So I'm gonna have to clean them all up. But this begs the question for me now of whether or not I should go into creative mode on this server only. And I've been thinking about this. This is something I've been thinking about as well. Going into creative mode and almost you could say, almost splitting it into a separate series where I would basically build the rest of this in creative mode and get this done versus the Katsugar, which is completely survival mode. I mean, at this point, I'm not even really coming back here much anymore because I'm so focused on Katsugar and Gaffland. That's where everybody is. So right now, this is all kind of just sitting here collecting dust, and I'd like to finish it. I'd really like to finish it, but I don't know. I will. No, this is. I definitely emptied those chests out, but I will have to leave that up to you guys. So you'll have to let me know in the comments. Let's grab a screeny there. But you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think, because I can't. I mean, actually trying to finish all of this stuff by hand in creative and survival mode would be possible, but it would also be very tedious, and I don't know when I would finish it. It would be sometime. I'd have to finish it after I finish Katsugar. If I did it in survival mode, I'd have to put that second, and I don't know when I would finish Katsugar. It would probably be at least a year before I got that done, I think, to a point where I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. But I think it would be a year before at least I finished my first fortress. And to that extent, I don't really know if I want to do it in survival. So, because at this point, this is almost. I mean, it's great, and I can always switch back to survival mode. But at this point, this is almost a creative. Mostly server. Most people who are on here are building creative, so I'll switch myself back to creative in case I decide to. But I'll come back through our portal, and I'm back with survival with my inventory. So yeah, that's a thing that we'll have to think about and discuss for a bit, I guess, as people of my channel who watch, if they if they want me to do that, continue that in survival, if they want me to do it creative and actually finish it, if that would be something they're interested in. If I did, I'd probably split it into a separate sub-series. Let's see if anyone left anything here. To my nephew, NihonTiger, I hope you don't mind me barging in, but I offer you an adventure. Your great uncle. Okay, so somebody has left me adventure. Have a book and quill, so we have a mystery person here who has left me something. I'm kind of wondering who is responsible for this one. Creation of the world by a learned hand. Gaffland did not begin in the east as the moderns are taught. According to the ancient legend, our world began in the west in a swamp. The I don't know how to pronounce that word. Waters nurtured neither animal nor plant. There lived the swamp giant, and he alone. He presided over the waters of the swamp. The swamp giant grew restless. He called forth the mysteries of the world. He called forth fresh water for fish and other sea creatures to swarm. It's 14 pages. Wow, whoever did this is awesome. He called forth the sun, the moon, and the clouds, and all the other wonders of the sky. I also did this. They probably did something I would have done to somebody else. He called forth deserts and raised up the cacti out of their dead sands. He called forth mountains and deposited minerals there, coal, iron, gold, and diamonds. He called forth lands of good soil and raised up grasses, trees, and flowers. He called forth pigs, horses, cows, and every other creature that stalks the land. And he called forth man to rule the world as his servants. And for a time, the world was as the swamp giant willed, and it was good. End of Book 1. Dun dun dun! The destruction of the world by the learned hand. The swamp giant had created the world and everything in it. 21 pages, jeez. And as recounted in this author's The Creation of the World. I'm keeping these books, by the way. For a time, the world was as the swamp giant willed, and it was good. But man, being the proudest of all the swamp giant's creations, soon turned against the swamp giant. Men and women came to resent the swamp giant's power and his commands to them. Why should we be subject to a monster? They asked among themselves. Chief among the questioners was a strong blacksmith named Mentriran. Mentriran spread lies among the people, telling them that they could overthrow the swamp giant if they would just make Mentriran king. The monster believed itself to be a god, but we are the gods of this world. Mentriran tempted his fellow humans, and they succumbed to his temptation. In the 2nd century after the creation of the world, the people built a kingdom on the mountains south of the swamp giant's swamp. They lived above and within the mountain. There they built a throne for their king, Mentriran. When the swamp giant learned of humanity's betrayal, he cursed them and warned them to repent, lest they be destroyed. Instead, Mentriran plotted a war on the swamp giant. All the able men gathered swords, arrows, axes, and other tools to fight. Mentriran blessed the army, and he sent them to war. But he remained on his throne to preserve the peace in the kingdom of man. But Mentriran's army was destroyed. The swamp giant burned with hatred for humanity and plotted his revenge. The swamp giant surveyed the nightmares of the men he slaughtered. There, untold horrors ate at the edges of human imagination. He called them forth. Monsters to explode the walls that the men believed protected them. Undead men and bones of men to lay siege to the kingdom of man. Man-sized spiders able to scale any structures and drink the life out of all who dared challenge them. Ooh, I see where he's going with this. And the shadows of men, dark as the darkest night, to watch the end of humanity and to remember. So began the assault on man, and so ended the kingdom of man. End of Book 2. Now this is a much better backstory to Minecraft than the one that Mojang has provided for us. Much, much better backstory. I like this one. Whoever did this, you are quite excellent, my friend. So, Private Journal of Larson Craft. Day 1. Today I set on my expedition. I have studied carefully the works of a learned hand regarding the world that once was, ancient GAF, and I believe I know where to look for its remains. By poring over copious notes of the learned hand, oh, I know where this is going now, and painstakingly reviewed the maps contained in Book 3 of Encyclopedic Histories of the World, I have pinpointed 2 possible locations for the Forgotten Lands. He's going to send me on an adventure. To begin, based on the similarities between these landmarks and the Learned Hand's monumental tome, the map monument at Spawn, as we now call it, I have determined ancient GAF now lies at least 3,000 blocks to the west of spawn. Oh, dear lord. He's going to send me on a magical journey that far. Furthermore, based on cutting-edge cartography from the furthest frontiers of GAFland, I have narrowed the possible locations down to the following 2. First, a probable swamp between roughly 45 south and negative 220 north. I shall visit this place first of all. Second, a heart-shaped swamp between 630 south and 400 north. I shall visit this second. If neither of those are right, then I will be at a loss, and ancient GAF must be lost to the ravages of time. Or perhaps the skeptics are right, and such a world never existed. Dun dun dun! Somebody did some planning. So I'm gonna need that book actually, because that's got the coordinates for where we have to go. So it's 3,000 blocks west. And I have made 2 extra pages. Whoops, whatever. There we go. I'll keep those as notes if I need them. So 630 south, 400 north. Let me write these down. And this 45 south and negative 220 north. Okay, so got my paper there. So we have some coordinates. And we are at, basically we're at about z equals 258. So we have to go about 2,800 blocks away. I may go through to Nether. I may just go to Ash's place. Ash's place would be a good first stop. Since Ash lives, he lives all the way out to the west. I might be able to take his place to get there for a shortcut. And I noticed the other day, I noticed this on the map. No way out. Yeah, it's this way. I noticed on the map that there's some ice path down here. Definitely need to get an ice path going down here. I'll have to talk with Wooly about setting that up. But, way out. Where is this? How do I get to No Way Out's place from here? Oh, there's a portal right there. Okay. But, see who's down here. Oh, there's a tunnel down here. I'll use my mighty pick of justice. Minji's flower farm to spawn. It's a wither skelly. He can't get me. Suck it. Okay, now he can get me. Skeleton grinder. Infernal peony garden. Sand ash gadget. Okay. Now this goes where? How far down does this go? So that's Ash's place. Minji's flower farm. So there's somebody out here. You might be able to visit and take a shortcut. Okay, this just goes down here. We're going on an adventure, everybody. An unexpected adventure on the NeoCraft server. I've wanted to go on an adventure for some time. There's a path down here that goes somewhere. I know Ash is about 1,000 blocks away. I wonder if this is actually the way we're supposed to go. Nope. No, that's bad. Yep. Oh. Alright, I don't know whose portal this is, but I'm going through it just to get out of the Nether. Scary. Scary. I'm scared.